Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome. You were? Which one? Snowdrop. Hello, Heather. I was just thinking about you. Would you like to come up? She did an interview recently, and I wanted to go over the interview. So, Meghan. I know, it's going to be fun. Come on up. Thanks for stopping by. Hello, all. Hello again. Hello, Heather from the Hood, Snowdrop, Demon Dictator. Hello. I'm going to be pulling up the live. Okay. So, yes, we're going to move into the interview. But first, we're going to talk about Meghan approaching Jeff Bezos about a job. Meghan is asking Jeff Bezos for a job. Oh, yes, we dropped the live Snowdrop and we started a new one. I put that one on members only. Oh, was it that boring, Snowdrop? Wow. Has Meghan gotten desperate to walk up to Jeff Bezos and say, look, will you hire me? She wanted to run into him. Her security to try and let her know when the wealthy bookseller was leaving his hotel. She really wanted to run into him and pitch her new show idea directly to him, and to also have one of her team photograph them together. Meghan Markle. What about that? Did I put it in there? The wine is good. So Meghan is trying to get a job from Jeff Bezos.
Photographed them together. Meghan Markle's the illiterate
drop date. This is the actual date that Takeoff was murdered.
Our next blind item is about Meghan Markle and Jeff Bezos.
Woo!
The illiterate one used her security to try and let her know when the wealthy bookseller was leaving his hotel. She really wanted to run into him and pitch her new show idea.
The one thing I do find ironic is that they changed.
Our next blind item is about Meghan Markle and Jeff Bezos. The illiterate one used her security to try and let her know when the wealthy bookseller was leaving his hotel. She really wanted to run into him and pitch her new show idea directly to him, and to also have one of her team photograph them together. Meghan Markle's kind of like how Kim Kardashian was back in the day. She's trying to find herself in the right place, the right time. She's trying to, I guess, hustle. She's not getting those royalties anymore. In the comment section, this person,
Meghan is hustling. She's pitching a show idea to Jeff Bezos. Why you didn't show it to Netflix? You have a relationship with them. Did they not like it? Netflix realized that Meghan is full of it. She has no talent. She doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't know how to make jam, especially orange marmalade. Netflix knows that whatever show Meghan is trying to pitch to Jeff Bezos is not any good. It's not any good. Remember the Lake book? Meet Me by the Lake? No one picked up her to produce that show for her. No one did. Now she's running, trying to be seen with people. Oh, I took a picture with Jeff Bezos. You look desperate. You look like a fangirl. Meghan's a fangirl to Jeff Bezos. You sure she wasn't hitting on Jeff Bezos? Maybe it was just her acting skills. They suck. Yes, Judge Shady Court. Hello.
Hello, my friend. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you? Thanks for joining.
Thank you for having me again. You're always so kind.
Yes, and you're always so awesome to have on my platform. You're so informative. Did you hear about her trying to pitch something to Jeff Bezos?
No, this is breaking news for
This
Heather.
is breaking news. I'm going to rewind it a little bit. She has no deals. She has no job. She has nothing else. Netflix isn't listening to her pitch something to them. And if anybody was going to work with her, it would be Netflix, since she already has a relationship with them. But Netflix is done with Meghan. They don't want anything to do with her. And did you see how they broke the news that they're not working together anymore? It was done in a way that wasn't publicized as much. You know, it was like, well, they're still kind of working together, but like on a Christmas special, they're going to do a Christmas special together, and maybe. So it's like they're still hanging on, but they're really not. It's really not a relationship anymore. The relationship is over.
Yeah, no, and I totally agree with all that, because they're on a first look basis with Netflix now, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you can
what is it called?
It's called like a first look.
First look.
So, okay. So if they have an idea, they have to present it to Netflix and not take it to any other studio. So that's Netflix's way of keeping them without, like, they need to get their money back, right? At the end of the day.
They do.
You know who doesn't have a first look deal with Netflix? Victoria Beckham. Oh my God, did you see that on her documentary on Netflix? It was amazing.
Oh.
It's only like 3 episodes, but it's something.
It's good. It talks about, you know, her life and what she does every day. And
yeah, she's very open. She's very honest. And I'll be honest, I was never like a Spice Girl fan. I was when they came out.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like a Victoria Beckham fan.
Yeah.
And then I watched their one documentary with her and David. I think it was like last year. And I was like, okay, this is pretty decent. And then this one was 3 episodes, but she flat out said, this is what I did wrong. She talks about her body image issues. She just spewed everything. Right? And I was like, oh wow. My, it was amazing. It's not.
It was relatable.
Very much so. Not what you get from Megzy over here, right?
No, it's a disconnect. It's like it's like you're always uncomfortable.
Well, it's always BS though too, right? Like she's not going to tell you the truth. You know, it's a surface answer. This is the answer you want, and this is the answer I'm going to give you.
Right.
So, exactly. But the first look, meaning like, so you could go talk to any writer in California right now sitting in a Starbucks, right? An aspiring writer, aspiring producer, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people get a first look thing with a lot of studios, right? Like that's nothing new.
Oh, good.
But Netflix doesn't have to produce it. So they can come, Megs and Harry can come to Netflix and say, hey, we have this idea. And Netflix would be like, great, we have a script, right? Let's say that. We have a script. We want to produce this show. All right. It doesn't mean that they have to film it. It doesn't mean that they have to do anything with it. They don't have to green light it. They just have it. So now you're kind of screwed because now they can't take it anywhere else. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
So, I mean, it very well could be a very good show, but too bad. It's like being handcuffed. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Too bad.
Hello, Human Dictator.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. Hello, people.
So, Dictator, what do you think about Meghan trying to get a job from Jeff Bezos?
Well, good luck with that. It's not really going to happen. I think she's working her way around town right now trying to get a job off anybody.
Yeah. It's like, then she's going to do the relaunch of the Scammer Jam. That ain't going to work out. Let's see what they say.
She's got nothing to offer. She's got nothing to offer anybody.
No, at all.
About Meghan Markle and Jeff Bezos. The illiterate one used her security to try and let her know when the wealthy bookseller was leaving his hotel. She really wanted to run into him and pitch her new show idea directly to him, and to also have one of her team photograph them together. Meghan Markle's kind of like how Kim Kardashian was back in the day. She's trying to find herself in the right place, the right time. She's trying to, I guess, hustle. She's not getting those royalties anymore. In the comment section, this person writes, Harry had a stalker. I bet Meghan Markle is so mad she'll run right out and get her own stalker now, never to be outdone. Noah writes that Meg gets visibly excited when she's near billionaires. It gets her dripping like a George Foreman grill. That imagery was a little bit too much. She's a stalker. What a psychotic mess she is.
Was Jeff Bezos the guy that just got married?
Yes.
And she wasn't at the wedding?
No.
And she thinks that he's going to give her a job?
Yeah.
Am I the only one, like, seeing, like, this is not going to happen?
No, we all agree with you. It's not going to happen.
Oh my God. Am I the only one, like, having a stroke right now? Like, what is happening?
I mean, Jeff Bezos, I don't want to say this, but Jeff Bezos and his new wife, that's a very, very bizarre relationship.
Yeah.
And he ain't interested, Meghan. No matter what you got to offer, he's not interested.
At all. At all.
I think that's hilarious, though.
Yeah, it reminds me, remember that time when her and Harry had went to that Lion King premiere where they met Beyonce and Jay-Z, and they were trying to pitch something to the Disney producer.
When Harry went up to, was it like what's his name? Bob Iger?
Yeah.
Right? Like, who runs Disney? It's like, oh, she's an actress too. And then she did the voiceover for the elephants, like Disney National Geographic.
The elephants.
That was cringe.
It was awful. It was awful.
Was it? I thought, I watched
there's
it.
cameras and witnesses. Like, you look desperate. It wasn't behind closed door meeting.
Oh yeah, that was so desperate. It was so wrong.
It was.
It was.
And he was supposed to be in an army, going to see some army Memorial Day, and he cancelled that to take her to the Lion King so he could pitch her for work.
Right. Yeah, he was supposed to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
For the veterans.
Yeah. She does voiceovers, in Bob Iger's face. She does voiceovers, Bob Iger's like, oh wow, yeah, we can do something. Yeah, sure. And like, what's he gonna say? No, in front of everybody?
Right. Put him on the spot.
You get like secondhand embarrassment for him, eh?
Yeah.
And she got a stupid thing about elephants. And it was cringe.
Oh, did you watch it?
Yeah, I think we had it on here, or so I heard it somewhere. And it was cringy.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, she was trying to change her voice, make it sound exciting, and then, you know, she just doesn't have that voice.
That's so funny.
It was.
Yeah, I don't think that she's going to get a job. Like, she's a joke, right? Everyone knows she's. If she was important, I would think she would have been at his wedding.
Right. They don't take her seriously, do they?
No.
That's got to be embarrassing.
I think I have a better chance getting invited to his wedding than she does.
Exactly.
It's like she's inserting herself into places.
She's trying to stay relevant, and she can't.
They're calling her a stalker. She's a stalker. What a what is that?
Psychotic
mess she is. Bezos isn't going to have anything to do with used and abused yacht middle-aged freak.
Yeah.
I guess she hasn't gotten the memo that no respectable celebrity wants to be in a picture with the wench. She's always wrong. LOL. Ooh. Wow. That was oops, sorry. That was in your face.
Yeah.
Comment.
That, hey man, I can respect that though.
Okay, yeah.
Jeff Bezos isn't going to have anything to do with the used and abused yacht middle-aged freak. Another person wrote in the comments that they find it disgusting that Meghan was the only one seen laughing at a model who fell at a runway show. Nobody else was laughing, but Meghan at her first Paris Fashion Week is cackling.
Ooh, Heather from the hood. Now she's being shady court. Meghan was laughing at a runway model that fell.
I still haven't seen the video of the model following, though.
No, I haven't seen the video either.
Yeah, I agree with you.
My second, third time hearing it.
Yeah, no, it's widely talked about, but I still say, how do you not have a video of that? There's too many people with their phones out.
Like, yeah, why won't they show the video?
I want to see it before I say anything.
Yeah,
I need evidence.
The receipts.
In the model's face.
At one point, she sat on the front row and a model tripped and she burst out laughing. And then she realized that was obviously quite a cruel thing to do, so she sort of covered it up.
That is so tasteless. I'm
gonna do it. I'm going in. I'm gonna pretend like she didn't do it. Word on the curb is that Meghan is laughing at someone that tripped. And no one was laughing but her. It looked really embarrassing. She looked embarrassed when she looked over there at Mark looked at him. He wasn't laughing. And she just looked so embarrassed.
She's a mean girl. She's a high school mean girl. That's what she is.
Oh, yeah. TMZ is reporting Megs is phasing out as ever and moving to fashion. Her new line will reflect her love of California and be called Ocean Pacific. OP is an old school surf beach brand. What? Oh, God. She's changing it. It's her third name change in Ocean Pacific. That sounds like a name that's been taken already.
Oh, Jesus. This woman couldn't even do jam. What's she going to do with clothes?
Yeah, good at all.
This woman couldn't sell water to a man dehydrated in the Sahara. How, like, God. Like, I believe it, though, with Harry surfing and stuff. I totally believe it.
God, you're talking about the most oversaturated market. I mean, the food and home lifestyle is oversaturated as it was. fashion is even worse.
Right.
That's the worst thing she could do. She
Exactly.
should just concentrate on As Ever and fix that. They put so much
She's trying to do stuff she doesn't know she has no expertise in. Like, she thinks she can do everything, but you have to be skilled in those areas. She didn't go to school for fashion, and not that you have to, but my point is that I don't see her as a fashion icon.
Well, the Victoria Beckham documentary, she talks about how money was just like going down the toilet when she started in fashion. Like, she's like we are like going bankrupt.
Like, it's something like 60 million, something like 60 million over the 17 years. 60 million David Beckham had to plow of his own money into her brand. It was crazy.
Who, his wife?
Yeah.
David Beckham had his own money. I think I read it, but I'm not sure if I'm correct. Over the 17 years her brand has been around, he's had to spend 60 million of his own money to keep it afloat.
I don't know if that's the exact number, but it was up there. Like, it's a lot of billion.
That might not be accurate, but it was a lot.
No, and she talked about it on the documentary. Like, she was very open about it. That's why I'm telling you, go watch that documentary.
Is it worth it? Was it worth it, the business?
Well, for Victoria Beckham it is. Now she's doing good, but that took almost 20 years.
Wow. Hello, Sam. Hello, Carla. Hello, Say What? Well, now she's trying to get a job with Bezos.
This will be her last Paris Fashion Week. This headline feels like the beginning of a feud between Meghan and Lauren. It reads, Meghan will never beat Lauren Sanchez, as she has rules to follow. Bethany Frankel said that they both became famous when they were together. He was a dork before he met Lauren. Talking about Jeff. He had money, but Lauren was like, honey, I'll show you how to spend that money. She bagged the elephant. She's the Meghan Markle with no rules. I said this before.
I think she used to be cute. Jeff Bezos' wife. And she messed it up with the plastic surgery.
But I feel like the Bezos wedding was a launch pad for Lauren and Jeff Bezos to be treated like celebrities. Like, they're at Paris Fashion Week, they're hanging out with celebrities, they're trying to be in the public eye so badly. And I think that this may infuriate Meghan Markle, because now Lauren Sanchez is positioning herself kind of where Meghan Markle would love to be. But I'm sorry, Meghan, Prince Harry is no Jeff Bezos.
Meghan Markle is said to be absolutely furious for not getting the coveted golden ticket to the wedding of the century between billionaire Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez. Consumed with jealousy over Lauren's skyrocketing rise, the Duchess of Sussex supposedly made some strategic posts on social media trying to steal the spotlight that same weekend. The absence of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry from the VIP list of one of the most luxurious weddings in recent memory shocked even most of the guests, including some of the biggest stars in Hollywood. While Lauren Sanchez was shining in Venice, rocking a diamond ring worth millions, and ruling the scene right next to billionaire Jeff Bezos, Meghan was watching from afar, humiliated and left out, trying to boost her lifestyle brand and those artisanal jams of hers, which are now being accused of being mass-produced with backing from Netflix.
What?
This next blind item is about Brad Pitt
being massively produced. This is Heather from the Hood. Okay, Heather, we're gonna watch, guys. We're gonna watch her video, okay?
Oh, the interview from yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah, this is best day ever.
Awesome.
I have notes. It was Canadian Thanksgiving on Monday, and I'm like, this is the best Canadian Thanksgiving gift I could ever get. Oh my God.
What happened?
I watched it earlier because I got a day off today, and I watched it earlier just to see what she said, and it's hilarious. It's awful.
Oh, it's so good.
You saw it too, Heather?
Oh, I've got 5 pages, man, of notes.
Oh, wow. Okay, I think I pulled it up. All right, here it is. Fortune something.
MPW.
Okay.
Women.
The most powerful women.
Women empowerment. something summit.
You've been all over the place, and we were talking backstage about how, yes, you.
Oh, shit.
Take Debbie's comment off.
Okay.
Thank you, Debbie, for that. Bit of goss.
Talking about that because everyone said, "Oh, you must have been in Europe. You were just in New York." Which, congratulations, you just won a humanitarian award for your work with online safety for parents and children, and you made it home for one day to see your kids.
Yes, I had to. We were talking about that because everyone said, "Oh, you must have gone from Paris straight to New York." I said, "No, I need to see my babies." So went back to California for a day and then continued on. But I'm thrilled to be here. Thank you.
I'm not going to talk about our parenting. I'm not, because of everything that's happened to me. But
well, for some people who are all about the environment, right, and save the environment, that's a whole lot of jet fuel going on. That's all I'm saying.
For what? For nothing in particular. And for what? Nothing.
So there's that.
Course, and always job number one. So I want to rewind about 5 years ago when you and your husband left England and you descended on Montecito, California, and you planned what your next few years would look like in terms of the business impact you could have and the philanthropic impact you could have. And a lot of initiatives are going. But I want to just go back to that moment of, as you and your husband were planning this out, how did you think about what you wanted to do, what your ambitions could do, and from your seat, what you could do for women?
Well, I think 5 years ago was a very different situation for all of us. And, Archie was so little, and I had just gotten pregnant with Lily around that same time. So we were nesting and healing, and also...
Nesting and healing?
I don't even know I had the bandwidth at that time to think about what the big picture dream was.
What is she talking about? Healing.
I don't remember any nesting or healing. I remember a Netflix documentary. I remember an interview with Oprah.
Right.
I remember you throwing your family under the bus, your husband's family under the bus.
Making
the Queen of England's life a living hell in her last days. Fighting with everyone that you've ever met in your life. Nesting and healing, I don't think that went down.
I don't either. I keep hitting the wrong button.
And left England, you got kicked out. You didn't leave. You were told to leave.
You got kicked out, girl. Word on the curb.
You got bounced out. They probably had bouncers and threw them right out.
Let's get through these next couple of years, create community, which was always so important to both of us in our new environment. And then as we started to get into our producing through our deal with Netflix,
where is your father?
Really creating projects that we felt.
Where is your dad? I don't care about this women empowerment. I don't see her as this. She doesn't empower me. Doesn't make me want to run out and get my PhD. She's not inspirational. I'm sorry.
What are you talking about? You don't want to be Duchess Delulu? Doesn't she just scream fashion to you? And
no,
you got a poster of her on your wall. So inspiring.
She cringes. It cringed me when she does the interview.
Compelling. And then I said, okay, I've always loved being able to share. I've always loved being able to cook and entertain.
You are the cheapest person I know. I've always wanted to cook for people, and I wanted to do this for someone.
Just not your family. Or
you are so full of it. You are none of these things. You're lying to us. She keeps saying the same stuff in hopes that we'll start thinking like she thinks about her. I don't think of you as an influencer, humanitarian, a woman of power. I think of you as a grifter or someone that is
A shapeshifter.
trying their best to be extra famous, trying to live like Oprah Winfrey.
I am a good person. I am a good person.
Right.
Believe me, I am a good person.
I am a good person. I'm really nice. I'm really a good person because I like to gather around with my friends and family and, you know, the community.
She had a community. She didn't like it.
No.
So who's the community?
Who's the community?
She keeps bullying them all and they run away.
Yeah, they're running. It's just a matter of time before her and Harry do the split bill.
That might be sooner than later, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a business here?
Oh, boy.
And I think it was probably most people's assumption that if I was going to go into business, it would be fashion or beauty. But those 5 years.
Most people. I didn't know that about you. What most people?
Well, you know, she's rewriting history here too, as well,
All the time.
So
she rewrites it and rewrites it and rewrites it again.
Yeah, because she's saying that my expertise is not in Spotify and doing Netflix stuff. My expertise is really in fashion. No, because you keep hopping to one thing to the next.
But I've listened to all of her podcasts and watched all those TV shows. There's a reason why I'm a little on the crazy side. It's always been Netflix's head guy. His wife has said to Meghan, because she made her jam at Christmas. And the wife said, this could be a TV show. Now she's taking credit for it.
Oh, wow.
So now it's her idea to make it a business. But all the other interviews, it's always been the wife of Netflix guy's idea.
Here's the deal, Meghan. No one wants to watch you make jam.
I don't believe she made Bella Bizarro some jam. I think they just decided because she can't cook, she can't speak, she can't cook. She's a lunatic, and they've gone, what is the easiest possible thing we can get her to do? And that is to just sell some bloody jam. She can't do anything else. I don't believe she made jam for anybody, and they decided, this is a show for you.
This is the best idea ever. Let's make jam. You went from a princess to making jam. You're not going to be able to, it's like a little disgraceful. Is she going to be able to recover?
At home, I wasn't running.
Is she going to be able to recover from all the criticisms, from all the...
No.
Does it seem like she's going further into a hole?
I think she's having a manic break. Honestly, and I'm not saying that to be funny. Honestly, I think she's having some sort of what's that? Like nervous breakdown.
Oh.
She's like Leonardo DiCaprio hanging on to that piece of wood and that sinking ship.
Yeah,
right. In it.
Look over, Rose. Make the door.
You're in the freezing cold water down, and she's like, I'm hanging on to this piece of wood.
Yes. She's not letting go.
You're not going to get me. You're not going to get me.
Around wearing beautiful outfits. I was probably in Birkenstocks and sweats like the rest of us.
Dragging on herself.
Especially during COVID, or just barefoot at
Running
home.
Around in
Birkenstocks and sweats like the rest of us. Especially during COVID, or just barefoot at home. But I was making a lot of jam. So it ended up becoming the thing.
That is just weird. I was making a lot of jam. I wouldn't have been in the kitchen making no jam. I guess
thing that
was gonna make her
really was my passion project that I turned into a business.
Amazing. And that became As Ever, which you launched about a year.
She turned jam making into a business.
Sure. We'll go with that.
half ago and went through a rebrand. I'm curious, you had one of your ventures was a podcast called Confessions of a Female Founder.
Yes.
About a year and so change.
You went through a rebrand.
It launched a year and a half ago, but it already went through a rebrand. Like not like that's like a dig.
Yes, and she's rebranding now as we speak.
Bye. Speak victory. Who cares?
Don't worry about me.
We're all drinking. If it makes you feel better, we're all having a glass of wine.
Sometimes I'm in the mood for it, and sometimes I'm not. Human dictator, and I end up banning these people.
Let's just ban him. Who cares?
I can drink anytime I get ready to. If I want to drink it at 3 o'clock in the morning, at 6 a.m. in the morning, I can do whatever the hell I want to do.
I'm not judging. I'm like the last person. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
You had one of your ventures was a podcast called Confessions of a Female Founder.
Yes.
About a year and so change after launching a company like that, what would your confessions be? Has it been harder than you thought, easier than you thought, more rewarding, harder? What's the take?
Well, I think year one for any founder.
Female founder.
Yes.
About a year and a half ago and went through a rebrand. I'm curious, you had one of your ventures was a podcast called Confessions of a Female Founder.
Yes.
About a year and so change after launching a company like that, what would your confessions be? Has it been harder than you thought, easier than you thought, more rewarding, harder? What's the take?
Well, I think year one for any founder is just a lot of learns. And so we founded As Ever earlier this year. I think the first drop was in February or March. And what you're looking for is, what are the consumer behaviors and habits? What are the products that they're gravitating to? And I had this incredible fortune of having every SKU sell out within under an hour, which is amazing. And also you don't learn a lot.
Oh my God, I gotta stop. Now she's gonna tell this story to the end of time. The thing is that it's not like you have this line of products, this array of things she's selling. And she's talking about it as if, it's like this big corporation of jam making. I mean, come on. How much can we talk about with jam? I'm just saying, like.
Well, and jam, from what I understand, you can't get, right? From a lot of people were getting emails saying, thanks for your order. We took your money, but you ain't getting it.
Yeah.
And we'll maybe give you back your money.
She had about 100 jars of 1-2 bits of jam. That's it all. Jesus. And they were all hate bought as well. People wanted to buy it to take the mick out of it.
Yeah, they're acting like this is some big breakthrough of a jam situation.
But listen, here, I got a drinking game. Well, actually don't, because we'll all have alcohol poisoning. Just count the number of times she says learns.
Okay, she says that a lot.
I'm telling you right now. Okay, sorry.
No, you're fine. She says that a lot.
It's something.
Which is amazing. And also you don't learn a lot.
Oh, there it is.
A lot about inventory management, supply chains, and all the rest.
Oh my gosh. So then I was doing Confessions of a Female Founder as I was building this.
You would think she had a whole array of something she was selling. I mean, that's what it sounds like. These two ladies are talking about something that was groundbreaking, or she has a lot of it, like a line of products.
Like Martha Stewart, who has like bedding and plates.
Right.
You name it, Martha Stewart.
None of that.
Yeah.
No real launch. Because it lasted, for 30 minutes?
Always
to launch.
Past how I built this. And I thought, could we do something that feels a little bit like the tenor of how I'm building this? And really be candid, both talking to female founders who had scaled and sold, and equally to other founders that were on their first run, in many ways like I was. So I was learning from a lot of the women that I invest in and also that I'm friends with. But, I think my learns were to continue to give yourself the grace to have to pivot. And you do, because that first sellout, we said, great, let's 10x the inventory for the next seasonal drop. We'll get all the metrics that we need. And then it sold out within 4 hours.
What is she talking
is
about?
Amazing, but also not helpful. So I think it's just been a lot of learns and then extending and expanding the product categories to really see what those habits are.
Isn't she funny? She's laughing, but it's you're not funny. Go ahead. But what's 10 times the inventory? She doesn't say, oh, well, we had 100 jars and then we upped it to 1,000.
Right.
He just says 10 times. So as far as I'm concerned, now you have 10 jars.
That's it. 10 jars.
And how we can show up in your home for you. So yes, jam was the origin story. But if I begin with that within your kitchen, and that's the offering, how do we continue to grow into your lives with As Ever? So that's what we're working towards, especially for kids.
Figuring out how to meet the demand that you have from your following must be challenging. And I was hearing you say earlier that you had planned, surely if we 10x this order, we will have this supply for months.
Yes.
Lo and behold, it's only a few hours.
Right.
So how are you navigating building the infrastructure behind the demand that you as a brand can make?
I think a lot of considerations go into which products become limited edition, which ones are going to be in steady state, what really is the brand identity beyond the jam, which, yes, is the hero product. But then as we've gone into different SKUs, flower sprinkles became quite a thing. And that was...
The jam is the hero product. Get it a cape, like Superman. Oh, my God.
The hero.
The jam is the hero product.
That's
we need
what
a hero.
It's jam. It's a jam. How can you get excited about some jam?
And what is its identity? She doesn't know her identity. How's she going to know what? Apparently the jam's freaking hero. Oh my God.
The jam is
make this stuff up if you tried. Sorry.
No, you're good.
That was really complemented by the show. With the series with Love Meghan, I was able to show people what I love to do, and then we had the brand where I could tell them how they could have a lot of those things in their own home. I think it's going to be a continued process, as most founders will find in year one. And holiday, we have to be ready for holiday. So trying to be in steady state for most of the SKUs and really not being able to gauge how things are going to sell out, especially when you have people who have an appetite for the products in global territories, but we aren't selling internationally yet. Yes. And so they're finding workarounds where they'll have their friends stock up for them and then ship it to them separately. So the inventory is moving in a way that we hadn't anticipated, which is the biggest blessing.
And
what happened, Heather?
Sorry. No, wrong. So when she's saying, we don't ship internationally yet, the power of yet, but then says, but people around away about it, because what it all boils down to is her Instagram, right? And again, I have no life. So she reposts people who bought her scam jam and the flower sprinkles and yada, 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 right? She also has bots, and she thinks like I'm a moron, because I was like, how did she go from like 50,000 followers to 4 million overnight? I'm like, that does not happen.
Yeah.
You go look it up. There it is. Bots.
Wow.
A lot are in Germany. This is where I'm getting to. Why Germany? I don't know. So they were posting, look, I live in Germany and I got Meghan Markle's crapola, and I live in Canada. Let me tell you something fun. If I got that $20 jam, it would cost almost $40 Canadian if you did the conversion. We have laws here in Canada. It wouldn't even make it past the border. And then I don't even know how much it would cost to ship. So
exactly, it'd probably be way expensive.
I don't know what the German conversion is to United States and Canada, but I'm thinking it's not cheap. So I don't see it being under $200.
I know, right? By the time you get it, you've been paid so much for it.
But it's all lies, because the bots in different countries, they're bots. They're not people.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying, right? So they're saying, oh yeah, people in Germany got it. No, you have the bot account. You're just like, prove that you're in Germany. You can't, right?
Wow.
Yeah, it was RHR Jen. She proved that because people were posting, oh, I got this and I got the sloppy jam and the crepes and the biscuits, and they were all posted on their accounts, but it was the same background. And so they believe it was Meghan Markle posting it all under her very spots.
Saying that they live in a different country.
Yeah,
right?
that they live in all these different countries, look at all these people, but it was the same background and it was just the same post under bots.
Wow.
Can you talk a little bit too about the show and how it matches with As Ever, the brand, and Netflix's role in this? I know they've been a big backer of yours. You've worked with Bella, their chief content officer, to develop quite a relationship with Netflix over the years. And that partnership just renewed with slightly different terms. I'm wondering if you could talk about what are the terms now and how has that helped you build As Ever?
Yes, well, my husband and I were in an overall deal with Netflix, and then not dissimilar to Higher Ground and the Obamas deal. Once that had come to its term, the extension of it, which was such a incredible sign of the strength of our partnership, was now being in a first look deal, which is also exciting because it gives us flexibility to go to our partners first, and then at the same time to be able to shop content that might not be the right fit for Netflix, but has a home somewhere else. So for our non-scripted team and our scripted team, we've been doing a lot of content development that can meet different rooms. And then of course for the business, it's been incredible because when you have female executive leadership that is so supportive of me as an entrepreneur, what we've designed.
They're so supportive of me as an entrepreneur. She sounds like she's interviewing.
She said literally nothing there. She was just using words. Netflix cut them off and said, right, if you got anything good, bring it to us as a first deal. She's trying to just make it out to be something a lot bigger than what it is.
Yeah.
She said nothing. She goes, oh, our scripted team and our non-scripted team are working on things and whacking a
trying to make herself be higher than what she is.
Oh, because we've got scripted department and a non-scripted department going on, so we're working on things. It doesn't even exist. And she whacks in a platitude buzzword, oh, the female is supporting female rubbish empowerment, whatever. That wasn't even part of the question. God knows where that's come from. She's just literally said nothing at all.
The thing is with Netflix, they like to make money, right? And Netflix has reality shows, right? And there is no such thing as sharing as caring in the movie industry. You think Netflix is going to be like, we don't want it, go take it to Warner Brothers, let them make some money off you?
Right.
Not going to happen. It's never going to happen.
Wow.
So this first look deal screwed them in the end, because they'll just buy whatever and they'll stick it in a box and be like, thanks, and it'll just sit there till the end of time.
And nothing's ever gonna happen. But she's like Demon Dictator said, she's trying to portray herself as something is going on in the background, but there's nothing going on with her on Netflix.
Well, she bought a book, like a deal. There's like
Meet Me at the Lake.
Yeah, Drown Me in the Lake. So
push me in the lake.
Right. The lake freaking beast. But there's 3 books, right? 2 of the books have already been made into movies. Hers hasn't. she bought one, someone else bought two, right?
Right.
So they have 2 movies done about the first 2, and she's sitting on hers. How come there's no Drone Me in a Lake movie?
Good point. Good point.
Good. If that was going to be made, it would have
Just being able to have so much robust support in year one, where you have the show complementing the brand, where content and commerce are meeting, and then still enabling me to have autonomy to build out my own team and scale it in the way that I envision.
Build out your own team.
The dream team.
What is she talking about? Build out her own team. You ain't got
Their
one.
team keeps running away.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't making sense to build a team. You don't have a team already? She's just talking.
Vision that will, that will go on. The business will, of course, go on longer than a series, and so it's really been a
Did you hear that?
I'm grateful for.
Yeah,
will be around longer than a series.
It ain't looking good right now.
Like
It ain't
TV's
looking
forever, internet
Right.
forever. Your business is done. Put some pennies on its eyes, it's dead. All this is going to be around for centuries.
Right.
Go ahead.
And I think there's a general interest in, will we be seeing a season 3 of With Love, Meghan? Will it be on Netflix? Do we know?
Well, the holiday special is coming out in November,
What?
and it's a really good one. So I think looking at that format again with a year of learns, so we're able to say 8 episodes for 2 seasons. It's a lot of work. And having done Suits for 7 years, I remembered what goes into a.
If this is not, is this what it's supposed to be about? Celebrating her, talking about her wins and all of that?
I'm just trying to figure out why.
Right, she's talking about Suits again and all kinds of stuff. Forget about Suits. Let it go. It's over.
You were a bit part, and all you did was get banged up against the flipping cabinets. That's all you were. That's all you were in Suits.
Girl, you were on the cabinet.
8 episodes. 8 episodes is a lot to film. 8.
Yeah.
When a series normally has, 18, 25, depending on the series, a season.
She was walking around in her knickers most of the time, getting banged up against the filing cabinets. You weren't a massive important person.
Girl, get off that cabinet.
Production. I also recognize how much people want content in different sizes. So part of what we're testing out now is it's amazing to be able to sit and watch a show for 30 minutes, but how can I give you a recipe in 2 minutes? And where can I share that with you? And how that continues to grow as ever. So exploring all the options of what it could look like.
What the hell is she talking about?
It's called Pinterest. It's called Google. You can Google a recipe in under 2 minutes.
The problem is her recipes are the same thing. Fruit boards. How many times can you do a fruit board?
Yes.
Jam.
She did make it a lot. Didn't she make that fruit tray a lot?
Yeah, fruit tray. The biscuits, many different ways, and the crepes, which looked undercooked, 17 different ways. It was the same recipe over and over again. What is she talking about? A recipe.
Right. And the jam was on every item that she cooked.
Yeah. And she did branch into 2 spaghetti dishes, the spaghetti skillet, which was Martha Stewart's, and that lemon spaghetti, which was dry and awful.
It looked like it was not good. It looked dry.
She's talking about something completely different from what we've all seen.
Right.
What's she talking about?
She's like on her own little planet.
That's great. So the holiday special in November, we'll keep an eye out for that. I do lots of gift wrapping techniques. You guys know I used to teach gift wrapping at Paper Source.
What? Another job? We never
you didn't know that one?
Before. We didn't know this one.
Her mediocre fame. It's like I gift wrap paper and I taught them how to gift wrap. So I'm really good at it. You're good at everything.
I watched her gift wrap on her show. She sucks. I had a job when I was 15 in the mall, wrapping Christmas presents. That's not how you do it. I saw it. She used like the whole roll of tape, and
I never heard of this job before.
Me neither. This is the first.
Oh no, I've heard this story before.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
About her job. Okay.
And advanced gift wrapping. So, you know, all of
advanced gift wrapping. There's beginner gift wrapping, intermediate gift wrapping, and there's advanced gift wrapping.
There's advanced, girlfriend. There's advanced.
Advanced gift wrapping.
I got promoted to head
elf
wrapper.
Head elf.
Yeah. Head Christmas wrapper. And yeah. That is
do lots of gift wrapping techniques. You guys know I used to teach gift wrapping at Paper Source and advanced gift wrapping. So, you know, all of those things that you do as an auditioning actor, that's not the full circle I was expecting, but here we are.
Yeah, you had a lot of odd jobs. Froyo was another one.
Oh, yeah. Humphrey Yogurt. That was my first job. And, you know, when I used to do calligraphy, I used to do it for so many
Is she bragging on herself? This interview is not a good interview for her. This is a really bad one, and I don't know what it is, but maybe it's supposed to be me-mead, but she's just all over herself. There's nothing humble about her. There's nothing meek or soft or genuine. She's talking about. Now she's finna start talking about how she was an expert in calligraphy. First, she was an expert in wrapping paper. Now she's an advanced expert in calligraphy. And how many times have we heard that? Like,
first of all, she doesn't actually do calligraphy. It's cursive,
with
right?
Squiggles. Yeah.
It's not. That's not calligraphy.
Celebrity weddings and for hotels, and that was in between auditions. And at the time, I don't know why I didn't think to just buy a glove, but you don't want the natural oils from your hands to get on the beautiful paper, so I would just put a white tube sock on my hand. Write all these very fancy cards for people.
Amazing. Well, a long way from the white.
Oh, Jesus.
She's just waffled on about nothing for about 3 minutes. Waffled on about absolutely nothing at all.
I want to know who the celebrities she calligraphied for, because they will probably want their money back now.
It's just
after
not.
We told them it's not calligraphy.
She's just not interesting. You know, I would love to hear about if Kate sat down and did an interview. I would love to hear what she has to say, because I think she would be more engaging.
Kate might actually be answering the actual question that she was asked. Meghan can't even answer the question.
Exactly. And it just feels like she's trying to prove something to everyone. And so if she's a good calligraphy, if she's good at wrapping gifts and good at being a humanitarian and influencer, then everybody will see this and start liking her.
And want to be like her and buy her products.
She's too many labels. She's an entrepreneur, influencer, humanitarian, philanthropist, you name it. She is a
fashion icon. God.
It's really an overkill.
Tube socks on your hands, but we can all appreciate that.
Yes.
So I'm curious, as you think about expansion for As Ever, we've talked a little bit about, obviously there's global appeal that you could tap into, and there's also stores. Right now you're direct to consumer. Can we expect to see some of your stuff maybe in like a Target, or where could we physically buy it, do you think, in the next year?
Well, I think the retail component is so important, especially in growing a business, but also what I'm really working to convey, and my intention with As Ever, is getting back to things that are tactile, how we connect with each other. You want to put your hands on it. How does it feel? And you can only convey so much of that, obviously, in videos or in e-commerce. So I think my intention would be to have really bespoke, small retail collaborations, do some interesting ones as well in global territories. And then, of course, as you think about scaling, you know, it's a brand that's accessible, but it still has a quality that feels as though it's masstige. And so when we
is it she, what the hell?
Mastiche.
She said it's accessible.
Yeah.
She's talking about the quality. It was horrible.
But she's not answering the question. Are you, like, what they want to know, like, are you going to Target or not? Right? Like, answer the question.
She has to make it into this big thesis.
Yes. And everyone's, I've heard she wants to get into Williams Sonoma. Is that, I don't think we have one here in Canada.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a fancier store. Like, they sell vases and nice stuff, I think.
Well, she can't even keep products.
It's
think
more of a
about
high-end store.
scaling,
That's what I'm getting at.
you know, it's a brand that's accessible, but it still has a quality that feels as though it's masstige. And so when we think about large retailers, I think in the next couple of years that would make sense.
Great.
So did we get an answer?
No.
There we go. And who doesn't want to be in, like let's just think about this the smart way. You're going to say no to Walmart or Kmart or any of the marts, Target. What's big here? And I'm trying to think what's big here.
Costco.
Costco. Yeah, you know, who thinks, no, you know what? I'd rather just be in one of those little boutique stores.
Yeah.
Right? Who wants, like, no offense.
Don't forget she's making this all handmade in her kitchen. So there's only so much that she can make.
She works so hard.
She works so hard.
Very hard work. It's a lot of hard work. She wants us to know that much.
And then I wanted to think about, or talk a bit about how you are using social media to pair content and commerce and promotion. You took a hiatus from Instagram. You came back.
January. Woo, it's changed.
You're back. You're in action. But you're not on TikTok. I'm curious, will you be going on TikTok?
I don't know. I mean, I think, look, I have had a very complicated relationship with social media, as you can probably imagine. And I also recognize the role that it plays in business. Part of it is
you have a complicated relationship with everyone. It's not just social media. You have no friends. People in Hollywood have thrown you out and you have hit the curb. You don't have any family. So I don't know what she's talking about.
She sucks at social media. Not having TikTok is stupid. Not having a YouTube is stupid.
Yeah. For her brand.
It's not that she's got thin skin. She can't handle the criticism. That's the problem. Oh. And it's not even the comments. It's every time she posts something, social media goes crazy because it's normally nonsensical. It's stupid, and that's what she can't handle. She's got very thin skin.
Yeah. That's why it would be hard for her to be a politician, because they would dig up her past.
Oh, then I really hope she goes into politics. Because then I want to know.
Run for governor. Well, She's already checked one thing off her list, being a royal.
Is, equally the work that you were talking about earlier. My husband and I spend a lot of time working on online harms, specifically surrounding protecting our children, not ours personally, but all of our children.
Did you hear that?
For what they're susceptible to in the online space. So I'm sensitive to that.
Go ahead, Heather. Tell us what she said.
She said, we spend a lot of time working on the harms of like the internet for children. Not our children personally, but others. So yeah, Miss, I went to Paris and came back and put her kid on her Instagram the day after she got her humanitarian award about the dangers of online for kids. Merched her kid just fine.
Yeah,
so,
she did.
But like not for our kids, right? Like, but for others. Oh my God. Sorry.
No,
I also recognize that if you can show up in these spaces and be on the side of good, there's tremendous value in that also. So,
you got to show up.
So
show up in these spaces and do good.
Yeah.
What?
We're going to
show up in these spaces
and do good.
Well, she's such a good person.
Didn't answer that question either.
Philanthropist, humanitarian.
Continue to expand the footprint in the social and digital space for the brand. For me personally, I don't know. The last time I was on Instagram, you guys, boomerang was a thing. That was a long time ago. So having started in January, I just started to explore and play in the same way that anyone else does when they're online. I just happened to do it with a little bit more attention on what I was doing.
Yeah, it's a hard decision to make because obviously people want to be hearing from you, but then they have lots of opinions that they stick in there that are not welcome, not helpful. And I'm curious, as you are, founders always have to look for signals in what's working, what's not working, how do I tinker, how do I pivot? How are you able to decipher out like the constructive from obviously the not constructive that you need to ignore?
Well, there are certain things that I've done just for my own self-preservation, but also that I've applied to the brand and for the people that are incredibly supportive. I know, the question can be around naysayers, but if you really see the groundswell of support that surrounds the brand and me, that's what I feel the most, and that's what I appreciate. But by design, I also recognize that a lot of those people aren't going to my page to see negativity. And so not just protecting myself or the people that work with me, but also the supporters. So I don't have the comment section on. That's a choice. And yet part of that challenge that I was trying to solve for was
protecting my team. Not having your comment section on sinks your business as well.
Right.
Because he's basically saying, if you're not saying anything nice to me, then I don't want to hear it. But there's a thing called, constructive criticism. Your jam sucks. It's slop. And you have to take accountability for that. You're the face of the product.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
It's living in a dreamland.
Yeah.
And all of her stupid suck it squads, I've been dragged through the mud by one guy on TikTok. I make him a lot of money. He puts up my videos all the time. That's all I know. So, and she liked his comment. She follows all the bullies on her side.
Oh.
I never go into other people's comment sections, right? That's not who I am. I'm not there. Like, I don't care, man.
Right.
But her people have nothing better to do than attack me and us and whatever, because we're just calling out the truth.
That's right. That's it. Just telling the truth. Spreading awareness.
Well, and you don't even have to make anything up. Look at what we're watching.
Yeah, this is
come on, this is her words.
This is so pathetic. It is. It's not interesting. It's not fun. She's not lively with it. I'm not learning anything new about her other than she talks about a whole bunch of word salad, and it's a whole bunch of nonsense and word salad.
But that's not life though either. Going through life and not having, especially in business, right? Like just getting the yes men around you. That's how you get to that level of delusion.
Yes. I don't want yes people around me. I want people that's going to tell me the truth.
Yes.
And help with forward movement, not being stuck where I'm at, because you need that expert. You need the person that knows how to do the job to coach you and guide you and lead you so you can be successful. But if you don't allow them to do that, you're going to stay stuck where you're at.
Well, and that's how all these rich people go poor. Look at MC Hammer. Look at all the other guys, right? They're spending money. Can I spend my money? Yeah, go ahead. All of a sudden, the bank account's in the negative. That's what's going to happen to her.
Yeah. Yeah, because Jeff Bezos ain't looking her way.
How do I create community? That is so key.
God, what is she talking about? When she says community, you do not talk to your father. You do not talk to your family. And now you're talking about building a community of what? Of people? It's just weird that she would gather people together for a cause and call it a community, but then don't commune with her own father.
Or his family.
Or his family.
Or anyone that's going to like tell her no.
Right. It's like she's trying to tell us that she's compassionate. And it's going under the radar. I'm not seeing it. Your action shows, and her actions is showing something totally different. Everything is always going to be about me.
Key to this brand, and it's so key to how I like to show up in the world. How do we actually connect if you can't have comments and exchange? So my social media manager would send me screen grabs of different things that people were posting in their UGC, and I said, okay, what am I going to do here? They said, you can do a text overlay and respond. And I said, oh no, in the same way that on my own camera roll at home, I'll zoom in and I can scribble a little note and send it to a friend. I've just started this construct where I will start writing in my handwriting a note to users who put up content. So I said, let's find small and creative ways to engage the community and let them know that I'm listening, that I really see and appreciate
that. Yeah, there she goes, interviewing for a job.
She invented responding back on a picture, putting a little smiley face, a little heart. Freaking mind-blowing.
Yeah, right? It is.
Oh my God. I can't wait for like Apple or Android. Find that one out. They didn't figure it out. Meghan Markle did.
And still talking about community.
Writing in my handwriting a note to users who put up content. So I said, let's find small and creative ways to engage the community and let them know that I'm listening, that I really see and appreciate their feedback.
Put your comments on.
So I think a lot of it is just designing what works best for you, while also being really cognizant of what is going to help grow the business with an intentional and authentic point of view. And that's what I'm constantly working to try to achieve.
Authentic.
I think it's so hard, the whole online experience. And we were talking also backstage about a study that, I don't know how many of you saw this, in the FT over the weekend. They were showing how we possibly reached peak social media as of 2022. And there's definitely charts that show, yes, engagement time across social platforms has gone down, and it's being led by younger generations. And so I think that's like a really interesting trend to pick up on. And as a print publication at our heart, I'm very encouraged by the trend of going a little bit back. And I'm curious what you think about other formats that are not digital. Have you considered a cookbook? Could we expect that in the future? Maybe a magazine? What do you think?
I love
book.
paper. And I really love, again, the
paper.
sentimentality of what happens. We all
I
have
like
those
her nails.
cards or
They're pretty.
issues of a magazine that you have held on to for so long for whatever reason. And so from my standpoint, if there's ways to really harken back to a time where things were slowed down a little bit, whether that's in a limited edition, and yes, of course, digital is how people are consuming media, but I do think we can start new trends. And I love a classic. I love things that are...
I'm about to start new trends. You ain't
dare I say vintage
nothing.
inspired, but for our kids, they would think a magazine probably...
Trendsetter.
Say other.
Oh, just a trendsetter, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You go there, my friend. And no, like, she says it after, and then I'll say it, because then I'll wait.
Okay.
Probably feels a bit vintage. You know, I do think there's something incredible about a handwritten note. I would love to be able to combine all of my loves that really are a little bit more old school into that type of forum. So I would say never say never.
That's great. Well, if we can help you with that, please let us know.
Yes, I know who to call.
So I'm curious,
So
now that you have numerous
Stone
businesses
Age.
and ventures under your belt.
Do you want to go back where?
The Stone Age, right? So there's nothing wrong with having a retro car, you know, if you know how to work on it, right?
Yeah.
But there's reasons why we evolve as human beings, right? You have to stay with the times. So when's the last time you bought a cookbook?
I have not. It's been years.
Years, right? When's the last time you bought a magazine?
It's been a while.
Right? And this has just been in the last 5 years. If you want to have a magazine and a cookbook, that's a good way for you to go broke.
Right.
Martha Stewart doesn't have that's why there's online magazines.
Right.
Right? Just because you like paper, I think it's Roman
Mary
paper,
Taylor.
whatever.
Exactly. I love paper.
Doesn't mean everyone else. They don't even teach cursive in school anymore. I write in handwriting. My kids think I'm like hieroglyphic.
Why are they not teaching that?
Because everything's digital, everything's computer, everything's texting. Right? Might be a special skill on her resume in 10 years.
What would she even put in it? What would she put in a magazine or a cookbook? She hasn't got any recipes.
Right.
She hasn't put anything.
She ain't got nothing to put in there.
Newspapers have gone broke. Right? Like we don't even get the newspaper anymore.
Right.
It's not environmentally friendly.
You know, so like Vogue only puts out their magazine like what, 4 times a year now, 5 times a year? They go in cycles instead of like once a month.
Oh wow.
So there's no like you're lighting your money on fire.
Yeah.
Magazines and cookbooks. In my opinion.
And you're obviously still in the thick of it. What have you learned about yourself as a leader and as a CEO?
Thank you. It's been incredible because when I was on Suits, that was my last time.
That's
really
amazing, isn't it? Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I'm a CEO and a leader. Thank you.
That's what she said.
Rewind it.
Rewind it. Thank you.
Oh Lord.
On the thick of it. What have you learned about yourself as a leader and as a CEO?
Thank you.
This is my favorite bit now. This is my favorite bit towards the end.
Sorry.
We can see you, Del.
And
we can see you all.
That was my last time really in a position with a very large team. We had a crew of 200 people. And
I know this. I know this shit that she's saying.
But it's not your crew. It's not your. It's not your crew and your team. You were the big star, but getting banged up against the cabinets. It wasn't your production and your crew. Jesus H Christ.
And you need a crew because there's a cast. There's multiple people.
She's making out that Suits is her production.
Yeah, it's hers. It belongs to her. Meghan Markle is talking loud and
if she likes Suits so much, how come she didn't go on the reboot? How come she said no? She's talking a lot about Suits and how much she loved it.
Oh God, she's mentioned it twice in this interview.
But they did a reboot. How come she wasn't there?
I'm not.
She got sacked from the first one. She got sacked from the first one. They said she was so bloody awful.
Yeah, they did.
Her behaviour was too bad.
Hello, Skylab.
That's so funny. A crew of 200 people. You think she was writing the paychecks?
She loves talking about how many people she has. She had 80 in the Airbnb.
In the Airbnb.
For 7 years, and I loved the crew. I love that experience and the culture that's on set as well. And so I think being able to now have my own business, it's very different than being on set. And even the set for With Love Meghan, that's a crew of 80 people. It's still a very large crew.
I just
but for my business, I've been very...
I just said it, Heather.
80 people too many.
I said she had 80 people at her Airbnb, and she turns around and pats herself on the back because she had 80 people in her Airbnb. Like
that's someone who doesn't understand money right there. 80
right.
People. You do not need 80 people on that show.
No.
Absolutely not.
We had a crew of 80 people. She's bragging. Is she bragging?
But she's talking like she's she's in charge of it all. She wasn't in charge of any of it.
Right.
I'm the CEO and the leader. No, you're not of this.
Right. I'm the CEO and I'm the leader. I'm over everything. I'm your boss. It doesn't really feel like a team environment.
No, would you want to work there?
No. Oh,
very
no. I would sue her.
Very decisive
I'd rather give birth
about
on
having.
Chocolate. You would sue her?
So
she went off
creative and savvy in a space that might not be my skill set. So I love creating that culture, having that camaraderie with my team. Of view you want.
She has lost the plot. Okay, every time she does the interview, she says the same stuff. She talks about Suits. She talks about. I'm surprised she hasn't brought up that commercial yet on how she saved us from being washing dishes.
Yeah,
it's a mess. She is like a there's nothing new coming out. There's no fresh new content.
Yep.
Someone who's going to push back. You want someone who's going to be.
What is she talking about? We want someone to be pushed back. What do you mean? You're not listening to anybody.
Just rewind it a little bit. Go back a little bit.
I agree. She just goes into this conversation about that. It's not cohesive.
Very large crew. But for my business, I've been very decisive about having a lean team. I think you want to have a great soundboard of people that are with you and with varied points of view. You want someone who's going to push back. You want someone who's going to be so creative and savvy in a space that might not be my skill set. So I love creating that culture, having that camaraderie.
Meghan, you talk a good game, but you know good and well you're not listening to these people. She is not taking their advice. How many PR teams have she been through?
Loads.
She has gone through a whole bunch of staff members. She's lost like 23 members, and she's a bully. And they call her demon dictator on heels. And she's sitting in this chair like she's prim and proper.
She just the press. Every time I've got a new team. 2 minutes later, they've gone. They've ran.
Building
And she's sitting there like, I'll just no. I'll forget about all of that. No. I like a team that's going to challenge me. I like a team that's going to put their point of views. No, you don't, because it's written all over the books. It's written in Vanity Fair, Hollywood Reporter, Tom Bauer. They're all sitting there saying you can't handle criticism. You don't listen to anyone. That's why you fail at everything.
Yeah, it is pretty bad.
Little fantasy world. She lives in such a fantasy land.
But that's her clapping back, right? She loves the clap.
Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah, that's all it ever is.
She's always saying that she doesn't read any of the press. That's all that girl does. She's up till 4 a.m. scrolling the internet.
Yeah, she is. Oh, this is good, guys. I'm really enjoying this.
Camaraderie with my team, and playing and being curious, constantly just pushing the envelope to ask the questions of how can we show up in a way that truly indicates that we are putting care into every detail.
And how do you
oh my God, she sounds like a broken record. How you show up for someone. She uses that a lot.
Decide what you lean into as a CEO? It's a small team. It's like 10 people.
Less than, yes.
Less than...
for the tight team, yes, of course.
And so, how do you decide where you're going to show up in those moments? Because I know you love detail. And you want to be in charge of a lot. So, how do you do that?
Well, I think you have to work as a team. You're only as solid as the rest of the people around you. And also, I want the life-work balance, if such a thing exists. You know, I'm still going to go and chaperone the first grade field trip and then run back and try.
Oh my God, she made me say a swear word. Oh.
Say your swear word.
Gee whiz. She act like she is this perfect little wallflower. I want to go and what did she say? Run the PTA meeting?
No, she takes the kids on the field trip.
Yeah, be the chaperone.
When's the last time you said, hey, I'm taking my little kid to go, I'm chaperoning the field trip? No, you're like, I'm the parent driver for the field trip. I've never said I'm chaperoning the little kid.
She is so fake.
She doesn't even take her kids to school, for God's sake. Never mind chaperone the field trip.
I don't think those kids have been outside the compound, man. Where the hell are you taking those kids?
No, they haven't been. And when they do, it's got something to do with her. It's all her stuff. Like when they went to Disney, they didn't go because she was taking them to Disney. They went because they were doing a promo. They were doing a documentary. So you didn't take those kids.
It was a free trip.
Yeah, I don't think that she is the mom that she says she is.
Oh God, of course not. Jesus, no way.
Did you see her going to the pumpkin patch with kids?
No, I can't wait to go. Me and my daughter is gonna go get her a pumpkin.
That was fun. Except for it was like really muddy. Like I guess it's not muddy in California. It doesn't rain there. Here it's like awful. But I mean, I did it when the kids were small.
Yeah.
Are they allowed to touch the pumpkin? Are they allowed to carve a pumpkin? I feel like those kids are wrapped like in bubble. Like, are they allowed to play in the sand?
Right, that's a good question.
Are they allowed to play in the dirt? I feel like they're not allowed to touch anything.
I feel like she keeps them in the house.
I think that neighborhood. Okay, sorry. Now, because we're on the Halloween kick here. 10 years from now, there's going to be, when you grew up on your street when you were a kid and there was always that one house and you're like, oh, old man Smith lives there and he's grumpy. People are going to talk about, they're like, there used to be 2 kids there and we don't know what happened to them. Right. It's going to be like this urban tale about the house and the kids and where are they, and there's going to be all these stories about the house. I just have a feeling.
I do too. I really do think she reminds me of a Joan Crawford a little bit.
No more wire hangers?
Yes. She comes across a little like that, which is scary.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Try to finish the meetings. I love the creative part, which I think I've touched on quite a bit. And the brand is an extension of my aesthetic. But it's more than that. The operational side is so key. And I am constantly looking at ways in which we can, how do we adjust our margins? What does our spend look like? Really going through P&L. So I think from my standpoint, it's really all of it holistically. And I don't think there's any founder in year one that would say something differently, not if they had the ambition to scale in the way that I do.
The ambition.
For final question,
ambition.
I know financial independence has always been important to you, and you've said that it's the most empowering thing. I agree, and I think all the women in this room who are incredibly hardworking, every job is hard, but these career women also would agree. How do you think about that? Because you had a whole career, very successful before you got married. You're having a whole other career now. What's the importance of financial independence to you?
Well, financial independence is what gives you the freedom of choice. And I think in this day and age, we all need to be able to have our autonomy. That is a huge element of that. Financial literacy, for that reason, is something that I spend a lot of time on, specifically for young girls and their empowerment. And I think as women, especially in a room like this, we can all probably agree that as women, when we're supporting each other for all of these elements that might not necessarily be the ones
supporting women, left, right, and center.
Here we go again. This is called identity politics. I've spoken about this before, where she's got to creating a problem that doesn't exist and putting women down, making women look like the 1950s, where women were not allowed to have checking accounts or credit cards, or their husbands dealt with all the finance, and the women weren't allowed to, and women weren't taught. It's 2025. This doesn't exist. And she has to create this identity politics where she's always got to put women down. Women are just not good enough. Women they've got to find a seat at the table. They've got to be encouraged to talk about finances, and they've got to be encouraged to vote and to do all this stuff. It doesn't exist. It's 2025. And she's, thank God I'm here, because I'm going to save you all. I saved you from dirty dishes. I saved you from dirty dishes. I'm going to save you from being financially illiterate. And I'm going to save you from all these things that don't even exist. It's ridiculous.
Right.
Well, and my parents are like in their just pushing late 70s now. My mom was always in charge of the banking and everything. My dad didn't do any of that.
Yeah, my mom was the same.
Right? And
I'm in charge of it.
I don't depend on my husband. Right? Like, we do our own banking and whatever. So I'm with you, Demon Dictator. Like, where's this problem? Like, does she know women can vote? Like, does she know?
Exactly. This just, the only person who's putting women down is Meghan Markle. She creates stuff that doesn't exist to put women down and to give her a platform to speak. I'm the hero. I'm the hero product. I'm going to save you all. I'm fighting for you. But it doesn't exist. What she's talking about doesn't exist. It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Well, and she's like one to talk. Daddy paid. She's lived off men.
Is that exactly?
Her husband. You think she's not footing the bill for all this, right? No. Living in the palace and whatever. I don't think she was financially independent then. Right? She didn't say, oh, no, I don't want that. You know?
Exactly.
And she's also been as a massive bully who bullies women.
Yeah.
Every single place she goes, she's a bully. She bullies women. The only person who puts women down is Meghan Markle. She's a bully. She creates these stupid issues that don't exist to try and make her look good. She's a fraud, a liar and a fraud. There you go.
I agree 100%. Tropical Life says she's definitely happy that Harry is financially illiterate.
Yes, he is. He's illiterate, full stop, I think.
Yeah.
Want to hear us talk about. There's nothing taboo. Doesn't need to be anything taboo about talking about our financial independence or our independence overall. And as women, when we support each other, we are not simply supporting each other's lives. we're supporting each other's legacies. And that's the piece that's so powerful. When I'm supporting or investing in another female founder, I am investing in what she is going to do for the culture, for her business, the legacy she's going to leave, how that brand, CPG brand, is going to show up in people's homes. So it is all fundamentally important. And I don't think it's a conversation we should shy away from. I think it's one that we should really embrace together.
Thank you, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex.
Thanks,
Such an honor to have you with us today.
Thanks for having me. Thanks, everybody. Have a great time. Thank you. I think in this day and age, we all need to be able to have our autonomy. That is a huge element of that. Financial literacy, for that reason, is something that I spend a lot of time on, specifically for young girls and their empowerment. And I think as women, especially in a room like this, we can all probably agree that as women, when we're supporting each other for all of these elements that might not necessarily be the ones that people want to hear us talk about, there's nothing taboo. Doesn't need to be anything taboo about talking about our financial independence or our independence overall. And as women, when we support each other, we are not simply supporting each other's lives, we're supporting each other's legacies. And that's the piece that's so powerful. When I'm supporting or investing in another female founder, I am investing in what she is going to do for the culture, for her business, the legacy she's going to leave, how that brand, if it's a CPG brand, is going to show up in people's homes. So it is all fundamentally important. And I don't think it's a conversation we should shy away from. I think it's one that we should really embrace together.
Thank you, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex.
Thanks,
Such an honor to have you with us today.
Thanks for having me. Thanks, everybody. Have a great time. Thank you.
She's investing in these women because her money's there. So she needs them to succeed. So she makes money. She doesn't care about them.
She doesn't care. She does not care.
She wants to see her return on her investment.
Right.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
We need to come together as women. You know? You got a legacy.
Yeah, she's
coming up, an exclusive interview.
It's just it's interesting. She could take these interviews and just copy and paste them. Because they all sound alike.
I think there's a button on her, like she's like a robot. You're like, okay, we're gonna go talk. Here's the script, right? It's like, because I'm old, it's like putting a tape in your boom box. Here you go, boom, push play.
Right. Okay, guys. Here's one more.
Hello and welcome to your Tuesday edition of The Nerve. I am your host, Maureen Callahan, and we are so excited for the incredibly created a healthy and delicious chip, and they did it with just 3 ingredients: organic corn, sea salt, and 100%.
Meghan is telling People Magazine and Us Weekly, you're no longer worthy. And she is trying to court Vogue. And perhaps that trip to Paris Fashion Week was Meghan trying to prove to Vogue.
Busy, and every time we're texting, I'm constantly making notes like, remember to talk to Kinsey about this on The Nerve. And so I've got like 4 main points I'm hoping to hit with you. The first of which is news breaking that Meghan Markle, her Balenciaga's own designer, invited herself, reached out to him and said, hey, I'd like to show up.
Yeah.
What do you make of this?
Okay, so did you see that Meghan was with Chloe Mal over the weekend in New York? Did you see that picture?
This I did not see. Did not see.
So I think that tells us everything we need to know, that Meghan is telling People Magazine and Us Weekly, you're no longer worthy. And she is trying to court Vogue. And perhaps that trip to Paris Fashion Week was Meghan trying to prove to Vogue that her value, or what she could do when she shows up. Chloe is a Nepo baby, got her job because of Murphy Brown. God love her. My favorite episode features JFK. I'm sure you're familiar with it.
What do you think about her just showing up at Paris Week?
I'm not shocked. Who's shocked? Raise your hand.
That's true.
Right? Of course she's there. I called this when we were talking last week.
I said,
there's the rebrand. Here's the rebrand again. And I said that Chloe girl.
Yes.
Because Anna Wintour's out, right? She's the new head honcho. So she's got to step up to her, right? To get on that cover of Vogue.
Yeah, she is. She's not going to get on there.
JFK Jr.?
Yeah, JFK Jr., that's right. And I think that she is familiar with clickbait and realizes that whether you love Meghan Markle or hate Meghan Markle, you're going to read an article about Meghan Markle. So despite the fact that Meghan is really just a jam salesperson today, Chloe would probably give her an opportunity to do something with Vogue just because she wants the traction or the traffic.
You know, I have several thoughts about this, but the first one is how unusual it is in the fashion world to be telling tales outside of school. The inference we all got while seeing all of that footage of Meghan Markle walking again like a stormtrooper, dum, 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 you know, down the runway at Balenciaga to her seat next to the body grader, Tracee Ellis Ross. The implication was that she had been invited by the house and that she was an honored guest. And now, in an interview over at The Cut, forgive me, I keep forgetting this designer's name because this is how much fashion really has ceased to matter. But he says, no, we didn't invite her. She reached out to us and said she'd like to come. And we said, hey, why not? Because it'll make a viral moment, which we know we need. This story, by the way, over at The Cut, which used to be a self-selecting group of Meghan lovers, there were only 10 comments on this article. And the bulk of them were like, how pathetic is Meghan Markle? How disgusting. Not only that she invited herself, but that she went to Paris, a city in which her husband refuses to step foot because that's where his mother died. Now, we'll get to that in 1 second. But
is that true? He won't go to Paris? Harry won't go to Paris?
I thought he did. He said in his book, I remember someone telling me that he went through the tunnel. So I
thought he did.
I don't know.
Yeah, he went through the tunnel.
To your point about Vogue and Chloe Mal and trying to get the cover, you know, when you said this to me, I thought, you know what, at first I thought no, and then it really did begin to make sense. Chloe is taking the reins of Vogue, which is dead. Vanity Fair also has a new young editor. They are both desperately trying to make splashes with their covers. They are both desperately trying to make their names and save what is dying legacy media. And to that I say, Chloe, go ahead, put Meghan on your cover, see what it does for you.
Well, and I think I quoted you earlier today. I was like, Maureen Callahan, there's no there. You know, give Meghan this platform. What is Meghan? How many times has this woman been unsilenced? I mean, every time she talks, whether it's Bloomberg or Oprah Winfrey, she's saying, I'm finally able to speak for the first time. And then what does she give us? That she's anchoring in herself. I mean, she does not contribute anything of value. So go ahead, take your pictures in Vogue. All of her glam pictures look the same. She does the tight hair back, which I think ages her ridiculously. I don't think that remember her Variety cover, also the Cut cover. I thought all of those were very unflattering. Also, how delicious that this interview transpires in the Cut, which totally betrayed her with their article where she talks about people dancing in the streets when she married Harry, like they did when Nelson Mandela was freed, or when she compares herself to two palm trees holding hands. I mean, this woman hates the Cut. So for the Cut to be the publication that reveals that she had to beg her way to Paris Fashion Week, I mean, it's like it's Shakespearean, like you've said in the past. It writes itself.
It really is Shakespearean. Now, to this point, you sent me this story in the Daily Mail regarding Harry and his stance that he will never set foot in Paris because that is where his mother died. And he believes nefarious news breaking that Meghan Markle, per Balenciaga's own designer, invited herself. Really pathetic is Meghan Markle. How disgusting. Not only that she invited herself, but that she went to Paris, a city, not because she did that, but because Meghan is getting criticism for doing that. And in a major world city, because your mother died there, you have to integrate this and move on with your life. This is not a healthy reaction. That said, and again, we just accepted a humanitarian award for mental health. That said, Meghan historically said she would never also be able to set foot in Paris because of H. She would never do it. Here she is. And not only here she is, but she's filming herself doing a drive-by of Diana's death tunnel. Now, the reports are that Harry looked angry on the red carpet with Meghan the other night, not because she did that, but because Meghan is getting criticism for doing that. And the latter, I think, is tortured logic that could only have been spoon-fed to him by one Meghan Markle. It seems to me he is incandescent with rage. After that event, they went and had a quick lunch, I believe, with Serena Williams. And then they went out to dinner separately in New York City. Your thoughts?
I mean, well, first of all, when Meghan Markle goes on Netflix and says that, and this was her way of trying to subtly bring up the British royal family, she talked about how she was physically ill when she had to be away from her children. And she knew that people would connect the dots and realize that the time she was talking about was when Queen Elizabeth died and she was in the UK and didn't want to be there. Well, now she's in Paris, she's in New York, on her way to Washington, D.C. Who's with the kids? And are you physically, girl, I just saw her walking out of Gloria Steinem's house. Girl, are you okay? Do you need some Pepto? I don't know, but you're claiming to be physically sick when you're away from your children, and you seem to have been away from your children for quite a long time, and not for anything worthy. Like, you just showed up. This is a little ego trip for you. You wanted to collect an award for being humanitarian.
A meaningless award from an organization that I believe is only 3 years old and that nobody has ever heard from
Well, it's
before.
only 3 years old.
Exactly. Well, you know what's so funny is I got into like a back and forth with somebody about this, and they were like, well, Meghan and Harry have worked with this company for 2 years. And I was like, well, that's longer than she was a member of the British royal family. So I guess she does deserve an award. I mean, it is longer than she was a working member of the royal family. But yeah, seeing them separately out and about New York, I mean, how many times do you and I have to have the conversation? Harry, your security saga, you keep screwing it up yourself with your own actions. If you guys are so concerned about security, why are you wasting resources by separating all throughout the city? If you're so concerned about security, why is Meghan Markle running all over Paris? If you're so concerned about security, why are you ringing random people's doorbells in London?
Because they want to play.
Looking worse for wear after what seemed a very long night, attempting to find, as discussed, longtime friends who had nonetheless picked up and moved house and not sent Harry a forwarding address. Okay. Now, Meghan is tipped. As you said, she's on her way to DC. She is befouling the continental United States, or at least the Eastern Seaboard. She's on her way to Fortune's annual Most Powerful Women's Summit, where you fill me in on this event, Kinsey, because my water table is full up. Like, there's only so much Meghan Markle news I can absorb in any given cycle. Please, she's going to be, I understand, alongside Kamala Harris.
Oh my gosh. I mean, what? Invite me to that word salad party, right? So it's Kamala Harris.
Oh my God, you're so right.
I think we need to play a game within the next week. Did Kamala say it or did Meghan Markle say it? Because I think that would be a challenge to figure out who said what. But it's Meghan Markle joining Kamala Harris, Selena Gomez, and more at Fortune's annual Most Powerful Women Summit. Get this, Meghan is reportedly set to discuss the launch of her lifestyle brand as ever, as well as navigating entrepreneurship in the public eye and building a brand that will endure, like the TIG or American.
Oh my God.
So what did we learn from that interview? Like one that we just watched, right? Did you learn anything about entrepreneurship? How to build a brand, how to do a business, how to, I don't know, get a startup?
Yeah, how to go about doing it. And what lessons you've learned. None of that. No kind of insight on the business itself. Just about how successful she is. And
how smart she is.
So now she's going to rebrand and relaunch again.
I think
are joking about her.
I think the Paris fashion show, I think now, because she keeps talking about fashion. People thought it was going to go into fashion. I predict that she's going to be more styled up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's going to look like she's going to a gala every night, every time she steps out now.
Oh, really?
I think it's going to, yeah, because I fully believe that's what she wants, right? She wants in the fashion world, and her going to Paris. She did not go to Paris because of Harry. Like, let's be honest.
Right.
That did not happen. It wasn't because, it'll traumatize my husband. No. She just didn't know anyone and how to get into the Paris fashion show. She got an in. She knew this guy. She invited herself, but she got there. She didn't have that in before.
Exactly.
Because who doesn't want to go to Paris?
I want to go.
I want to go.
Great point.
So I don't know. I think something like the rebrand is a coming, and I
still
say
like
they're
she's
moving back
rebranding again. I think Debbie said something about it earlier. Ocean Pacific.
Oh yeah.
For the fashion brand. Yeah, like that's crazy.
But how just many because you live in California and your husband somewhat surfs, I wouldn't take surfing advice from Harry.
No way.
Right? Like Tony Hawk, who is the skateboarder guy, right? You would buy a Tony Hawk skateboard.
Right.
Makes sense.
Makes
Godfather of skateboarding. Harry surfing? No, that's like taking brain surgery advice from me.
Right.
No. It makes no. But I don't know. I still think they're going back to England.
You do?
I do.
Oh, that's going to be
interesting. I think they're trying to come back. I really do.
Really? I don't see it at all.
They've
got nothing else. They're broke. They've got no money. They're broke.
They are broke.
But I don't care how broke Meghan gets. She's not going back to Canada. I mean, to the UK.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Yes, they will.
I would.
They'll bombard their way in.
Sorry, Demon. I didn't mean to talk over you there.
No, it's okay. You carry on.
She's going back to England. I've been calling this since January. As soon as she launched that, as ever, I'm like, they're broke. They're going back.
Oh.
And all the fashion is in England. It's not in California. It all comes over from England and Europe to California. You're going to be right there in the hub of everything. Right? They got to get there before, and I'm sorry, but like King Charles is very ill. They got to get in there before he taps out, because Prince William, I don't think he's going to be very nice, right? So
yeah, like
not that I blame him or anything, but like you got to suck up to daddy here and quickly. So yeah, no, and Meghan loves pomp and circumstance. Right? Where's better? Like, she'd still be the Duchess, I guess. She'd still have people that support her, I guess. And she'd be right there. Like, I don't know why they left. Like, I wouldn't leave England royal for California. I just wouldn't.
Yeah, I honestly think that she wanted to come over here and brand herself, because that's the most important thing to Meghan. That's all we talk about is her brand. And then every now and then she starts talking about humanitarian.
And now with Victoria Beckham, I don't. They're going back to England. Something's going to happen with fashion. I don't think she's going to be like a Victoria Beckham. Maybe she'll do like a, what's that called? Like a collaboration with somebody. I can see that happening.
Who would work with her?
Oh.
Okay, guys.
Riviera or
no, you can't. So you can play it. It's okay.
Or Archetypes or Confessions of a Female Founder, all of which don't exist anymore because those brands did not endure. What does this woman know about a brand that endures?
And first of all, it's a great point. A brand, talk about a brand that endures. It's the British royal family. That's a brand that has endured, sister. Okay. Secondly, her reports, as ever, as far as we all can tell, is an actual commercial and critical failure. And Netflix is going to shut this down once all of the inventory has been moved, or they move as much of it as they can at probably a discount price.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we literally don't have any of the numbers, which is insane that when Bloomberg sat down with them, they didn't say, I demand this. But in a recent over the weekend piece in the Daily Mail, one friend told the Daily Mail she's literally lost Meghan because the whole jam making business did not work out in the way she thought it would. No one has seen any figures, but I don't think that they're doing well. So, I mean, there's no proof that As Ever is going to be here a year from now.
Okay, one quick final note on Meghan and Harry. Reports out of the UK are that Harry, with yet another demand that he receive taxpayer-funded royal security for any future visits, has blown up the minimum. I mean, it's taken Israel and Hamas less time to make peace, okay? Than Harry and the royal family. Reports are out of the UK that he has, quote, blown up any progress made during that recent summit he had with King Charles. And the quote is, regrettably, out of Buckingham Palace, we are back to where we were.
Right, because he is taking it upon himself to sit down and write government officials saying, please reconsider this. And if you're going to restart this conversation, then you're back to square one. The king cannot talk to you casually if you are challenging his government, because the fear is that Harry will take something that the king says in private and try to use it against him, not potentially in court, but even in the court of public opinion, knowing Harry and Meghan. Loose lips, sink ships, and you can't trust these two.
Last month, I told you about Honeylove, an independent female-founded brand whose products are actually designed by women who act.
Can we? We can't trust them. They're not trustworthy.
Well, if he goes back to England, doesn't he just get all of his security anyway?
Yeah, he does. Because doesn't Andrew still get security? He still gets security, don't they? Andrew.
Probably some sort.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. So, I don't know, like, I don't know why he's so big on security. You're the one that gave out
the money.
Itinerary. Your Suck It squad put it online of where they were going to be over New York and what they were doing and la 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 la. So I would think if you're scared for your safety, putting your itinerary out, it's not smart.
They do that, don't they? Wow.
So
and he was all right walking around London on his own,
ringing doorbells.
It has to be more than the security, though. There's a bee in his bonnet, and
It is. It's the money. I think the security is so expensive. They don't want to pay for it.
Yeah, they're broke, and it's not only the fact. Yeah, he's broke, and they need the security, but it's also they need the international. They want it paid internationally as well, because he gets it when he comes to London, but he wants them to pay for it 24 hours wherever he goes.
Right.
Because it's about $1 million a year in security alone, and they're broke, and he's desperate to get the security 24/7 international. And also the IPP status they get, with all that, they get the IPP status where they get protected, international protected person. They can't get sued. If they get sued, I mean, God knows what's going on with these charities. They're talking about financial implications everywhere.
Yeah.
And these court cases with all the newspapers, they want the IPP status, and he doesn't have to be held accountable for anything. So he wants the whole package.
So that's really gonna suck to fall from grace, hey?
Yeah.
You know, it's good being poor and then becoming rich, but it really must suck being like super rich and a royal, and now you live in a ditch. Like that's kind of gotta suck. You know, I think he's having an identity crisis or like a meltdown. I don't think he's well. Like, and I'm not saying to be mean. Or like,
I think they both are. I think they both are. They've failed. They've got no future. They're broke. They've got no future anywhere because they've just messed it up. Every single thing they touch, they messed up. They've had more opportunities than anybody, and they've messed it all up. And there's nothing coming in.
Oh yeah, they've had a lot of opportunities. A lot of
chances. Like how many times?
Yeah.
And being dug out of the hole. Like we've talked about it before, right? Of just like the spoiled brat syndrome.
Yeah.
Like you eventually gotta like let someone fall on their face. And they've always been bailed out, and they're in their mid 40s. Right?
Great
so
point.
Like when do you just say I think Prince William will do it, right? So
yeah, he's gonna make some changes, he said.
Good.
Yeah, and I think that's why Harry's like, if we're going to come back, I need to get my way back in now while his dad's still here, because once William takes over, he's going to be like, Prince Andrew, like, you're not part of the family, you're going to be out.
Yep.
Wow.
I think that's what's going to happen too. I think it's just going to be down to Prince William, Princess Catherine, the kids, Princess Anne, who's the other one? Prince Edward, like them, and then everyone else is getting like chopping blocks.
Wow. Yeah. because there've been a lot of stuff in the press about Beatrice and Eugenie, that they're just as shady as their parents. So if they've got any nasty skeletons in the closet, they're out too.
Yeah,
I think so.
But you can see in that family who gets along and who hangs out, let's say, right?
Yeah.
And who doesn't. In my opinion, right?
That's
like
true.
you can see who they gravitate to more, right?
Yeah, and also especially as Eugenie, there's been a lot of rumours that her son looks very, very similar to Archie, and if she was involved in that side of things, that's not good either. That's not going to be good for her.
Ooh, no, not at all.
Well, what do they think? I've never heard this. Well, like Archie looks like who?
Her son August. If you put pictures of them together, they are very similar. And so because in the early stages, if you look at the pregnancies, there was something a bit bizarre about the pregnancies, whether she was really pregnant. And so when you see pictures of Archie and in the Netflix series running around the beach and various things, he looks very similar to her son August. And so if she was helping Harry and Meghan, allegedly for entertainment purposes, allegedly helping Harry and Meghan cover up the fact that there were no children, or they are not their children, or surrogacy children, or whatever. If she was involved in all of that stuff and using her child allegedly to play Archie, allegedly.
Oh, I gotcha. I thought you meant like Meghan slept with her husband or something.
Me too. I thought.
Okay. I gotcha.
Why not? She seems to have done it. Yeah, Debbie Campbell. That's what Debbie Campbell said.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I think, though, honestly, if Meghan and Harry went back to the UK, I think it'd be in their best interest.
Oh, Meghan is. I can't even see her being in that capacity.
It would be, but they wouldn't be accepted. It would be in their best interest, but they won't like it because they're going to be booed, and people are going to hate them. We won't accept them back, and it'll be just awful for them.
I just would be totally shocked if she went back. I would just be like, oh, really? I would just be shocked. She doesn't look like the type to me that would go back, because she never wanted to be there in the first place.
Yeah, but when you piss off all of California, eventually you got to go back.
Okay,
right? If no one's going to work for you anymore and you're going to be a hag, right? At least be a hag in England, because people already know that, you're a duchess and what they're getting into, and they're thinking, because Megs has this, I'm a California girl persona. I just happen to be a duchess, which is BS, because she loves the pomp, the circumstance. She wants people to bow down to her and kiss her ass,
she wants to be
and all that. And people from what I understand, in the United States are like, no, right? So I just think, like, if she went to England, that people are how's the word, with the monarchy and whatever, right? Like, that's a thing.
Yes.
So I just think she could be more of a hag in England than she can in California, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
More of a hag. What are they gonna do when they get there? Like, are they going to go on events and, like that? Are they going to work for the monarchy? Are they just going to live in a cottage and just...
No, they're going to rebrand. They're going to make their own freaking royal family. They're going to be Royal Family 2.0. They will want to rival Prince William and Princess Catherine. I think it would be like full-on Game of Thrones, no holds barred, is what would happen.
That's funny. Well, lovelies, I hope you guys enjoyed it. We've been here 2 hours.
I had a great time. Thank you. I'm sorry I talked so much.
No, you're welcome.
You really bring a great element to our platform. We love you here.
So I've got my dinner cooking in the background if you can hear a noise.
Yeah, I'm going downstairs. I've been up here for the last couple of days. That's my daughter's playroom.
Well, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I
hope you come back soon, Heather, and hang out with us again. I try to come on like at 9, and then just probably do an hour and a half to 2 hours and then get off of here.
Yeah. Well, I thank you, Demon Dictator, too, as well. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for coming on.
Yes, lovely having you.
I'm just looking at Letitia's house. I just like looking at her house when she walks around. Beautiful house.
This was good. I have some other stuff that we're going to be coming out with. I really want to do his book. Is it Tom Bauer's book? But the book is not out, of course. But
when is that?
He's got a new one coming out.
Yeah, it's been like, when is he going to come out with it? He spoke about coming out with it like months ago. Feels like he's taking a long time to get this book off the ground.
Well, they go through
a lot of lawyers involved.
Yeah, they go through legal. Legal can be a long time. Books from start to finish, books can take years.
Do you have to tell the person that you're writing about,
No. You can ask them for quotes and you can say, I'm writing a book about you. Do you want to say anything? But not really, no.
I wouldn't tell them. They tried to stop it. Unless a lawyer had to, like, if they were saying something, right? But there's ways around that.
Because he doesn't want to get sued or anything like that from them, from Meghan and Harry, for saying something, for putting something in the book that isn't supposed to be in the book. Oh my God, I look so big.
No, you don't.
I really do. I started back on the diet. I know I had a coffee today, but I'm back on it. I've been eating vegetables and salad and fruit. That's what I'm sticking to. But I'm excited about it. You got to be excited about losing weight. You got to get on the bandwagon. So you guys think they're going to end back up? Bauer is very thorough. I just wonder, do they have to present the book to Meghan and Harry's legal team?
No.
Okay.
No. I don't think so. Not unless he said, listen, like, shouldn't have those kids. Like, you can't say that. Like, then you could get in a lot of trouble. But like I say, like, there's ways around. He's no dummy.
No, he's a lawyer. He's written some monster books about people, and they've tried to sue him, and they say he's unsuable. You can't do it.
Eileen.
He did a fantastic one with Kinsey Schofield. I put it in Discord if you want to use it another day.
Let's do it
tomorrow. And it was brutal, the things that he was saying, and I was like, it's because he just says what he wants to say because he's a lawyer. He knows how far he can push it.
Right.
And it was brutal. I put it in. I've labeled it as well, so it's in there.
But sorry, if he wrote about Meghan and Harry, right? And let's say, okay, we're going to sue you. You have to go through due process for that, right? So then that means, you sure you want this? Because then we're going to bring in witnesses, and people
they'd go through discovery. Yeah, they'd go through discovery. So you've got to put all the evidence out there.
Yeah.
In public, and they're not going to do that.
So, I don't know, right? Like,
good question.
So,
okay, I'm going to Discord.
I did Kinsey Schofield and Tom Barrett. I said it's brutal. It's very good.
Was that her interview with him, or was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll look it up then. Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Okay. And it was Tom Bauer and Kinsley Schofield.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do that one tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, I'm gonna take off. Thank you so much for having me.
Heather.
Thank you. And I hope to see you guys soon.
Yeah, hopefully you'll come back tomorrow. If not, we'll be here. We'll love to see you.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Bye.
See you later, everyone. I'm going to have my dinner now.
Oh, what did you cook?
I've got a chicken and leek pie and just some mashed potatoes.
Oh, yummy. Okay, go eat your dinner, lovely. And thank you for earlier, Demon Dictator. For your
that's okay. You've got my number, so I can speak to you privately.
And I don't want to talk about it on here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about it on here. I want to erase her from my life.
Yeah, and if you see anything in the side chat, just don't respond. I'll just remove it. I won't ban anybody, but I'll just delete the comments.
Just remove the comment. I don't want
you don't get upset.
Yeah, I don't even. I honestly, I don't. If she comes over here, block her, and or ban her. Don't even block her. Just ban her.
Yeah.
And I don't want to talk about her either. Like, I don't want to be triggered like I was earlier. So I want to keep her out of my chat.
I'm gonna erase her, erase all of it, just start fresh.
And that's the thing I was telling you about earlier, that is the thing that I need to do to help myself.
Yeah.
And I know that. And so I'm really ready for this journey. And to get this vitriol behind me, you know?
Yeah.
Get this negative demon off my back.
Yeah. And get it out of your head.
Yes. Hello, Mac. It's been a while. You missed the interview.
You missed it, Mac. You missed the best bit.
You missed it.
Oh dear.
Well, I'll let you go eat, sweetie.
I'm going to go eat my dinner, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys, we're out of here. Love you. Have a wonderful day and enjoy it. Mwah. I love you guys. Thank you for your love and your support.